Libra, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your reading, back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today. Your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and advice by the end of the session, okay? Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link on a description box below for a personal reading with me. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, okay? So let's do it, Libra. Sorry guys, just like my soft lens is acting up now. Okay, so Libra, you might be dealing with a Pisces here. You might be dealing with a Virgo, with a Taurus or a Libra. That's as far as I can see right now. But the person in which we're going to be talking about today, I don't know, they're pretty stubborn, aren't they? I mean, they're kind of like quite stuck about knowing not what to do in regards to these connections. The more problems or the more distance both of you guys are in, it's dampening their self-esteem by a lot. But I don't know, for some reason this person just doesn't like the positions that they're in. They don't like the situations that they're in right now, but they're pretty stubborn on just kind of like waiting it out or just waiting for something to arise on the occasions. Your challenge, Libra, here has a lot to do with you being quite indecisive about what is it that you fully desire. I do feel that this has a lot to do with like mind versus heart type of battle, where you know that you have emotional needs here that is not being met on your mind, but then your heart is kind of like still crying out for this person. Because for some of you, I do feel that we're not talking about the person that you're currently dealing with. Because this is what I see in the past, all right? They have the 8 of Cups and also the 4 of Swords. You have the 6 of Cups and also the 10 of Cups. So this is very contradicting. So for some of you, you might be in a relationship already and your past person knows about it, and this person in the past was having like a lot of illness or diseases, or having like a lot of fever because their cortisol level went up to the roof and something like that. So, but that's for some people, some of you though. But if that's not the case, then you might be dealing with somebody who is so fearful of intimacy. So even when things are very great, they freaked out because, like, for them, love, like, I want intimacy, but I also know, and I've learned from experiences, that love and intimacy hurt so much that every time they got too close, every time they got too intimate, every time they got too vulnerable with somebody, they tend to sabotage it in their mind. They would be like emotionally checking up because they're afraid of getting hurt in the process. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the now. And if the second scenario fits for you, I do feel that you've been very, very lonely in that relationship. It's like you're not alone, but you felt alone. You know what I mean? So let's see in the now and in the future. Five of Pentacles and also the Page of Cups in reverse. They feel either rejected, ignored, abandoned by you. Again, as I was saying earlier, whatever happened between the both of you really, you know, took a toll on their self-esteem. See, it's really, this doesn't match, guys. This really doesn't match. So it's either you guys are already in a relationship with someone and they feel left out, or you're dealing with somebody who's fearful of intimacy. Let's see in the future. This is the weirdest reading ever because the cards just doesn't match. Because usually you would get a reactions, right? Like from this person is reacting to this one is reacting to this one, but this one doesn't match at all. Let's see in the future. Let me get that one. All right, so it was a death card. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or Pisces. You might be dealing with a Leo. You might be dealing with Aquarius, or you might be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't know. I just don't feel that this reading match. If you guys have been separated, I just feel that you might be finding someone right now. But yet you're still kind of like quite tethered to this person and energetically wise. So in and now, I just feel that this person is draining. Like if you're dealing with this person right now and you're not dealing with two people, you know, not another person, I just feel that this person is just sabotaging, not really trying to be vulnerable. Simply because they're afraid or simply because they are scared of being vulnerable or being intimate with people. Now, you do see the potentials in this person. You do love them. But also, at the same time, where do you go when you go quiet, Libra? I think you're overthinking this connections by a lot too, right? Because you feel that, again, as I was saying earlier, you might feel very, very lonely in this relationship. And it gets tougher at night. Now, in the future, Knight of Pentacles and also the Wheel of Fortune, they really want to be expanding this connection. They're really very optimistic. But again, Knight of Pentacles is a non-forward moving knight. It's not doing anything. By the end of it, I do see there's a transformation energy from your side there with the Death card because you don't get your wish fulfillment. This relationship has been draining you emotionally, has been draining your heart chakras. And I do see you transforming in here, but I just don't know. Like sabotage after sabotage after sabotage from this person here. Let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. You might be dealing with somebody who's very, very jealous and possessive as well, you know. Because I don't know why, maybe like when they were little, they witnessed like a lot of cheating activities, like someone cheating on somebody, everything like that. That's why it's very hard for them to get vulnerable with someone because they'd be like, that person is going to leave me. That person is going to be abandoning me. They're like, they probably have abandonment issue here. Now see, now this is weird, I swear to God. Like they see this with you. They see the forever, happily ever after. They see the end all and be all with you. They know that you and them could work on like this beautiful collective happiness, on this beautiful, emotionally fulfilling relationship, but they're sabotaging it. I don't know, they're just trying to find reasons here. They're just trying to find reasons. Because the more that they have feelings for you, the more that they be freaking out and be like, you know what, like let's bring balance into our life, okay? Let's try to emotionally detach, or let's try to emotionally walk away because this is scary for me. So they're feeding off to instabilities and volatilities. They know that what they're doing is unproductive for this connections, but they chose to do that so because it's a pattern. Now you're thinking of letting go of your unwavering devotions and loyalty for this person, but yet again, you're in conflict within yourself because you love this person very much. Like even if you guys are in a whole new other relationship, you feel tethered to this person. I really don't know how to title this video. So weird, like so contradicting. Let's see the Nine of Swords there. I think this has got to be the most contradicting reading I've ever seen. Like, again, it's the mind versus heart battle. Like I was saying earlier, it's like yourself, because you guys are smart, right? Like all of the Libras I know are very, very smart. I have 3 Libra best friends, and they're fucking smart. Very smart. It's like you're telling yourself, like, why are you behaving like this, Libra? Like, why are you waiting for your return of investment? Why you keep on looking at that direction? Okay, that's your mind trying to tell you, like, no, cut it off, don't want it, none of that. But your heart, like, for some reason, it's like your heart feels so tethered with this individual. And that's why you're having this, the Nine of Swords, okay, that midnight anxieties, that mental anguish. Because your heart and your mind is just not aligned with one another. And I know you probably say, I'm done with him, Anisa, like, I'm done with her, Anisa, like, that person brings me pain, blah, 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 blah. But your heart still feels tethered, you know, like, clarify the Sun card in reverse from your side. 10 of Pentacles, the Strength card. Yeah. Let's see the Star card in reverse. I do feel that in the future, yeah. I do feel that in the future you would do that final swish, or you would do that final cutoff. You'd do the final, like, if it doesn't go to a directions in which at least it brings some sort of fairness to me, I'm done with this. And it might be quite impulsive with the Nine of Wands energy, because Nine of Wands is a young Aries and Sagittarius card. So it could be very impulsive. It'd be like, yeah, you know what, I'm done. Why am I holding on to something that is breaking? Or why am I holding on to a situations or a connections that I know the foundation itself is not built on a solid ground? Okay? And I also do feel that in the future, you guys are going to be exposed to, like, healthy type of relationships. Because you thought that you could have your end all and be all with this person. And yet I do feel that in the future, you guys are going to be exposed to healthy kind of relationship that you would want for your life. So it's either you would be expanding your network circle, and then you're going to be meeting, like, I don't know, like a husband or wife, and or a, you know, a situations or a families or a relationship that you'd be like, oh my God, like that relationship is fantastic. I want that for me. So that will be your final call, because I do feel that in the future, you guys would have the impulse of very, very strong actions oriented by your emotions to basically do the final switch or do the final cutoff here in the future. All right, so let's pull some advice card for you here, Libra. Whatever wants to come out, actually. Because every time I ask advice for this from this oracle, it would, I don't know, let's see. Give me some sort of predictions, or, I don't know, seduction, love. Ooh. So the first card that popped out was a girl or a boy with a snake. So empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and also boundaries. Yeah, I just do feel that this person has been violating your boundaries from time to time here. And it's time for you. And I do love your energy in the future where you would be doing your final switch. And it's not because you're angry or you're trying to get a reaction out of this person. It's because you're finally come to realizations that your boundaries have been crossed. So it's beautiful here. Okay. The next one after this, I do see you are going to be attracting like a new healthy type of love that starts very slow. Okay. So if your next relationship or your current relationship is a relationship that has a very, very high intensity in the beginning, just so you know, that one is not going to be healthy for you. But if your next relationship is a relationship that starts out very slow, it starts from like, oh my God, like this person is very interesting. I like how this person's just thinking. I could be spending like hours and hours talking with this person without ever getting bored and everything like that. Then that one is the one for you, because if it's very intense in the beginning, I'm afraid there's going to be a third-party interference. I told you, right? Like with this oracle cards, if I asked advice, usually it would give me prediction. So yeah, just choose. You would have two options in the future: the one that starts intense, and the other one that starts very slow. The one that starts intense, leave it at be. You might be love bombed, but the one that starts very slow, that's the one for you. All right, Libra? So I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.